Hello, hello, hello. You're silent. You've got no sound. There she is. Here she is.
Which one?
You. Oh, look at this. Everyone's jumping on. Come on, guys.
All my team.
All your team backs.
And your mum.
Always my mama. Hi, mommy. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Well, everyone's on it tonight. Let's just see if we get a few more and then I'll crack on early. Oh, I'm excited to do this winner. I'm excited to do this winner, and I am so excited. Tony, she's in space with tissue up her nose. These fucking backgrounds. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Yeah, I am so excited to announce the winner, and I'm so excited to launch the new incentive because it's a big one. It's a big one this month. Whoop 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 whoop. Are we all excited? Because I'm excited. Can you tell I'm excited? Right, let's just I'm just so excited. So excited. So excited. How are we all? Are we all okay? I feel like Facebook has been asleep again today. It's been very quiet. Very, very quiet. My inbox has been like a graveyard. But we move. We keep going because I can guarantee come 9 o'clock tonight when I want to go when I want to get in bed and start to relax. No, 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 no. Everyone will hit up my inbox at freaking 9 o'clock, 9:30 tonight. Always happens. Never an early night anymore. Right. So I'm just going to crack on and anyone else comes on. So I am going to just mute everybody. I can work. Why do I do this every time? Right. Spotlight. And then why do I forget how to do this every week? Oh, right, there we go. Right, I'm just going to mute you all. Sound right. So I'm going to go through a little bit of recruitment because I feel like we've got such a big month this month and I want us all to absolutely smash it. Let's build a team. I know a few of people are in their second month, their third month going for bonuses. So to get those big numbers, to get those bonuses, you need people in your team. You need to recruit. It's easy to do points on your own, but it's not easy to do big points on your own. This is where your team is key. There is no chance on this God's green earth that I would have been able to hit Pearl without you guys. Like 100%. It's a team, dream team. And this month we are going for Amaranth. So Amaranth Orchid, it makes me nervous even saying it. Amaranth Orchid is 90,000 team points. Just going to give you a second there just to take that in. I'm still taking it in. So I am looking for as many people that want to get to the top of the first comp plan as possible. So if you want to go for 21%, shout up at me after this call and let's put a plan in place because 21% at 21% of the top of the comp plan is 30,000 points. So obviously you can do that with you and your team, but you also start to qualify for the car plan. So from 21%, you start to qualify for £170 a month towards your car payment. How yeah, absolutely amazing. Like from the top of the first comp plan, like 21%, it feels like it's such a long way away, but it is so doable with the team, like 100%. So recruitment. I feel like recruitment is one thing our team does hit brick walls with. I hit brick walls with it and it can be difficult, but I feel like a lot of it is all of us are saying, can't recruit. I can't recruit. And I'm guilty of it. If you're telling yourself in your head that you cannot recruit, you won't. You won't do it. If you're telling yourself every morning that you're not getting out of bed, you're not physically going to get out of bed. So it's just the same. It's all about mindset. So let's start putting it out there that we can do it. I used to think like manifesting shit were like, you know, you thought it and it came to you, and it's not. It's putting the thought process out there. It's putting it out there. It's writing it down. It's repeating these tasks every day. And that is manifesting what you want. You're doing the actions to create the comeback that you want. So every day, I want you guys to write down every single day that you want to go for 21 or you want to go for 15, whatever percent you want to go for the end of this month. Write it down every day at the top of your notepad for the day. Write your percentage that you want for the month. Write that you want 300 points for the day. Work that out in points wise. Work it out whether your product is slim body or whether your product is fragrance. Work out or 10 accelerator. Work out how many of those you need to sell that day to get those points for the day. So if we aim for 300 points a day, that's like that is an easy one. Like one slim body day. It's not easy in the aspect that you're going to sell something every day because you're not. And I'm not going to lie, guys, today we've all had a shit point today because not a single point's gone through yet. I've still got my slim body to go through. So yeah, but it's been one of those days. But it happens, it's business, it's life. This is what happens. So write it down every day. Write down that you want 300 points. Write down how many perfumes or whatever it is that you can sell to do that. Like, message about wages. Yes, absolutely. Like, literally, like, message everybody about this opportunity. I can't get my words out either tonight, guys, so I apologize. My migraine last week has taken over my life, so I've got brain fog to the max. So if I go off on a tangent, someone just shout and bring me back because it happens. We've had an email. Oh, I'll have a look. So recruitment wise, if you set yourself an objective to get 3 people a day, even if it's 2 people a day, you need to be messaging 20 people as a minimum every day. The more people you speak to, the more chance you've got of somebody joining your team. Out of those 20 people, 2 people may respond, 1 person may join, 5 people might respond, and they might all join, but they might all do absolutely sweet FA. So you'd rather have 1 person that comes in and is a little golden nugget than having 5 people that does nothing. But to go through that process to find your golden nugget, you have to message en masse. So when we talk about recruitment en masse, we mean sending out those messages. It doesn't have to be cold messages. It doesn't have to be the scripted messages. You can do these conversations however you want. You can play the long game with people. Some people will need more of like a conversation, more of a chit chat, more of a I want to get to know you kind of thing and feel like I can trust you. So sometimes it might not be a case of going in there and be like, do you want to join my team? Do you want to join my team? Sometimes it might be a case of, hi, are you all right? Have you had a good weekend? I've just seen that you posted this, like that you went out at the weekend. How was it? Like, I know like loads of people went to Peace Hall and stuff at the weekend for like yesterday for George Ezra and stuff. There's been like Ministry of Sound on. Create conversations about these things. Like, if obviously you're generally going to have people that are local to you on your Facebook, like you have people in common with, like friends in common with, things in common with. Start conversations about these things. It doesn't have to be like, hi, I've got a business, do you want to join it? Because it can get spammy. And we all know that we hate those messages. We all know that we do. Sometimes it has to be done because if you're going to work or you've got the kids, it's quick and easy. Bosh 10 messages out, copy, paste, done. You can rewrite those messages. All those messages that I put in for you guys to send, you can rewrite them. You can twist them into your own words. You can put your own emojis on them, make them sound like you. I always adapt it to put in what I earned the previous month. So obviously when I hit Pearl and I got my £500 bonus, I put that in the message and I was like, look, just as a comparison, I've just come out with X amount a month. I've got a £500 bonus and started the business in January. People then are like, all right, well, if you can do it, then I can do it. So we just need to be more relatable. We need to be getting out there more personal because I do feel like at the moment we're maybe probably just going along with the motions a little bit and not really putting anything personal into it. And people can tell when your heart's not in it and when you're not feeling it. So we need to change that mindset. So every morning, this is the task for this month for every single one of us. Every morning, we're going to write down on the top of our page whatever percentage we're going for, whatever goal we're going for, whatever promotion we're going for. We're going to write that down. We're going to write how many points we want that day, and we're going to write how many teams we want. And then we're going to go and do it. We're going to do whatever it takes to do it. Selling wise, if you're going to post and pray, you might get the odd perfume, you might get the odd 10 accelerator, but you need to find your tribe. You need to find people that want to buy. There is always somebody that wants to buy. If you've had customers that have already bought from you and there's a good deal on, like obviously if you've had a customer that's bought a fragrance from you, for example, but they've maybe mentioned in that conversation that you've had, they've maybe mentioned that they've seen you posting about Fat Killer. Today there's 20% off. Go and message that person and be like, "Hey, hon, just let you know, there's 20% off the NutriCode today. Don't know if you want to grab one while it's on offer." It can be as short and sweet as that. And if they're like, "Oh, yeah, please," give them the business opportunity and be like, "Just while I'm thinking, why don't you give the business a go? Because you could get an extra 30% off. So you'd end up with like 60% off products or more today. You'd get the products for next to nothing. You can make a bit of extra cash and it's completely free." They'll either say, yes, I want to join, or no, I just want the product. That's fine. But you've given them the option. Anyone who wants to buy a product, there's always going to be a chance that they want to join the business because they like the product, especially if they're a returning customer. Ask them every time. Ask them every time. It took Charlotte Key 4 years to recruit me to Juice Plus, and we're basically family. So that's how easy it isn't. Sometimes that's how hard people play, because I didn't want to do it. I was like, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then all of a sudden, "Hi, Kib, with your new little perm." It's got new hair, everyone, and it's just so cute. Look at his little curls. It's stunning. I love it. I love it so much. So it's not always going to be a yes or no straight away. It's going to be a long game with some people. Some people will be like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. And a good example of this is Leanne Ramby. So if you don't know who Leanne Ramby is yet, which I'm sure you will, Leanne Ramby is like our upline, our top upline. She earns around £80,000 a month from this business. And that's on an average. So some months she can come out with £100,000. Some months she might come around with 72. She's probably not earning less than 60k a month, guys. And let's face it, 60k is more than most people make in a year. So I don't know about you, but I'm quite down for that. I'm happy with 60k a year. We all good with 60k a year? Yeah, we could share it between us at this rate. And obviously she gets all the car plans on all the words gone. Additional accounts. Becky's like egging me on. She's like, I know the word, I can see it. So all your additional accounts, you can go for all these things. So you can qualify for an additional account from 9% plus. You can go for all the starter bonuses again. So tell people about this. Tell people that once they get to the third promotion, which is easily done with a couple of people underneath you, even easily done by yourself. If you are freaking amazing at selling. I know Katie Granger, she did did she do 12? She did 12% on her own her first month. She didn't have a single team member in her first month, and she did over 7,000 points. And I was like, what is this manic woman? She is insane. So it is achievable, and it just shows what you put into it is what you get out of it. And yes, sometimes it's going to feel like you're doing a lot for not a lot in return, but trust me when I say it pays off. Trust me with it. You want this to work, trust me, because I have been there where I've lost out on bonuses. I've foregone bonuses because the way the business is built a little bit more even, so I've not quite hit the percentage, but it's fine because the team were doing it and the team were getting there. So that's what made me happy. And in the long run, it has paid off for me because I've been able to hit Pearl and get my bonus from Pearl, qualify for £300 a month on a car, all these things. And I'm so grateful to, like I say all the time, I'm so grateful to you guys, because I wouldn't have been able to do that. So these are the things that we need to be sharing with people. You might find that somebody will be more drawn to the fact that they want a car. That might be their key thing. So post about all these different things. You don't have to post the same business post every day, like I'm recruiting for this, blah, blah, blah. every day put on a different thing. So for a week, maybe try and do like a different thing every day. So like put the car plan on one day, put on the bonuses one day, put on the discounts one day, put on the starter discounts, all of that. Do it on different, do it, the additional accounts, do it on different days, promote these different things, because then something will jump out to somebody and be like, oh, I didn't know you could get that. Like, can you imagine having £170, even 100, like from the first car payment, £170 is a lot of money towards a car. It's a lot of money. If you don't have a car, there's you can get it on like Uber card. Is it like an Uber card? I don't get taxis, so I don't know. But it's like a travel card, I think. So you can, like, for trains and things like that, if you get trains or buses or Ubers, it pays for that. It's not quite the £170. I think it's about 80. Or you can get a fuel card if you don't want to get the car payment. That's about £80 a month. But still, that's £80 a month in fuel paid for by the company just because you've hit 21%. So building a team is key. And if you really want to make this work as a business, then you need to be growing. We need to be growing all the time. And I'm so happy with our growth. Like, we are out of in Sharky's team, out of Vibe, our team is the smallest leg. So for the amount of people that we have in the team, we are the smallest team. And you know what, guys? We still fucking keep up. We still smash it. So this is why I really, really want to go for Amaranth this month, guys, because I feel like I want to be like, yeah, we are small, but you know what? We've whooped our ass because we're good at what we do. And everyone gives a shit in our team. Our team chat, honestly, our team chat's been really quiet for the last 2 days. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, this is not normal. This is not normal. Everyone else's team chats are quiet. Ours is not. So we need to stop that shit right now and start talking in our team chat again, because I'm not having it. So yeah. So we need to be growing. That is the aim of the game. So if you want to grow this business, you want to make a go of it, then you need to be going out and finding those people. And I'm telling you now, I 100% have not been doing my DMO as well as I could have been, because I've been so busy concentrating on other things like month end. Obviously, month end wasn't as dramatic this month, but like setting up for the new month. I've not been completing my DMO every day. Some days you will not get it all done. It's just life. It's just like if you went into an office, you'd have tasks written down. You might not get them all done that day. Shit happens. Things crop up. You work with it. You move around it. And that is the beauty of this business. And this is the things that we want to showcase to people. These are the things where I say get personal with your posts. Show people what you're achieving around your life. If people don't know that you're working full time and running a side hustle and bringing up a family and running a household, then they're going to be like, oh yeah, easy peasy. Because Instagram life and real life are two different things. Show you, get your life as much as you want to share. Obviously, don't put anything out there that you don't feel comfortable sharing. I would never expect anybody to do that. But share you as much as possible. Share what you're doing. Every time you go for a coffee, check yourself in. Every time you go for a McDonald's with the kids, check yourself in. It might not feel like a lot, and you might not in your head be going a lot. You might not even go in once a week, but somebody that will pop out to somebody and be like, God, she always seems to be at a coffee shop, or she always seems to be out with kids for tea at Mackey's, or this and that, or at a play gym, or doing something with the kids. Check in everywhere you go, because then this is the things that people are like, all right, okay. You can even check in and be like, cheeky little Mackey's, paid for with my instant commission today. Literally nothing's touched, like literally nothing's gone out my bank. Like how nice of a feeling. We've all had it now. We've had some instant commission that's paid for something while we've been out, or we've done, so share that. People want reality. People want to see what is achievable. You do not have to be earning thousands and thousands of pounds at the top like Leanne to attract people into this business. Like, that will come in time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and we're not going to build a huge team overnight, but we can try. And we can message people and we can share our opportunity. There is so many people that are struggling for cash at the minute, and they might be a little bit back up when you message them about like, oh no, it's not for me. I don't have time. I'm struggling with this. That's fine. I'll message you again in a little while. Just, I'll check in with you in a bit and see how you're getting on. Leave it at that. Kind of use your intuition. Read between the lines. Some people's tone might be off that day. They might just be having a bad day. Don't get disheartened if someone's a bit off with you. Because you know what? It's probably just a shit day. We all have them. It is what it is. So write them down on your list, write them down on your grid, and go back to him in a couple of days and be like, "Hi, Owen, just checking in. Hope you're all right after the other day. I know you're having a bit of a tense day." And that's the conversation where they're then going to feel like you care. That's going to show them that you really do want them in your team. You really have taken notice of the fact that they may have been having a bad day. Even if it is that you write down their name on a piece of, when you're writing down your list, if you've spoken to me, write down on your list and be like, right, spoke to Bex today, a little bit madder. Just make a little note so you know, and then it gives you a little bit of reference for your conversation. Like, obviously, you're not going to be like, "I am Adiash, you all right?" Like, obviously, if you know him, you can have your banter as you would normally. But just an example, like I say, like message them back and be like, "Hey, I'm just checking in. Hope you're okay after the other day. I know you had a bit of a tough day." Like, and then they'll start a conversation, and then it might be that they just come to you and be like, "So, tell me a little bit more about this business, then," because it might have been sitting in the back of their head. Plant that seed and have that conversation. They might not say yes that day, but they might say yes next week. So it's always a potential. So don't ever give up. I always say go for 3 no's. That doesn't have to be in the same conversation. It can be over a few weeks. I know sometimes it can take girls, like I say, like it took Shah like 4 years to recruit me into Juice Plus. And mainly that was because it was 50 quid to join. We have an opportunity that is completely free. Completely free. Like they don't even, if there's nothing to lose by it, they can come and go if they really want to. Like, it is what it is. Leanne Ramby flitted in and out. So Leanne Ramby's been in this business for 5 years. She's just celebrated her 5th year, and she has over 31,000 people in her team. I dread to even think what her points come through at the end of the month, because it'll be some kind of insane number that I don't even know how to read. And she were a flitter. She flitted in and out. She was like in, out. Yeah, I'm not asked. Yeah, I'm in. And then all of a sudden, the penny dropped, and she's built this amazing life with it. Like, if any of you guys don't follow her on Instagram or Facebook, go and follow her. Go and have a look at her Instagram, and go and look at her homepage. So she has, I think it's called That Home account on Instagram. Guys, her house is beautiful. It's insane, and it is her first bought house. It is insane. Like, imagine being able to buy that house. Like, if you've not seen it, go and look at it, because you'll be like, wow. And that's all because of this business. She's at a spa. She's been at a spa like 4 times in last week. I'm like, God, are you there again? You know, so this is the beauty of tagging things in. Every time one of your team members makes a little bit of instant cash and they text you about it, screenshot it. You don't have to put the name on, but just screenshot the message and put it up like, oh my God, look what my team's done today. Look what this is. It could be 20 quid. It could be a tenner. It doesn't matter. These are the kind of things that people like want to see. Like, can you imagine not having a tenner in the bank at the beginning of the day and thinking, how the fuck am I going to get to payday? And then all of a sudden you've been able to sell a few 5 perfumes and you've made like 40 odd quid. What a lovely feeling. What a nice feeling for people to have. What a nice thing to be able to give people an opportunity to have. Because I know for a fact I've been there. I've been there where I've had 50p in the bank and I'm like, shit, I need to put at least 20 quid petrol in to get me to the end of next week for payday to get in. I need to do a food shop. I've got nothing in. You're coppering up at Asda. It's a shit feeling. It is a shit feeling. So imagine being able to give somebody that opportunity where they don't have to feel like that. And honestly, guys, once it starts rolling, it snowballs. It absolutely snowballs. Yeah, Mum, it's hard. It's shit. It's shit. And it's a horrible feeling, because you do feel like people are sat watching you in like Tesco's and stuff, coppering up. They don't actually give a fuck. They don't know how much is in your bank. They don't know what you're doing. But it's the feeling inside that it gives you, and it's an awful feeling. So let's share those instant commissions. I want you guys, every time you guys make a sale or make some instant commission or whatever it is, message me it. Let's celebrate it. Like, let's get it out there. Like, post it. It doesn't have to be anything like fancy or anything. Just post it. Because these are the things, this is attraction marketing. This is what's going to bring people to your team. So in regards to recruiting people, add friends of friends, add friends from groups, go and join a load of groups, that even groups that you wouldn't necessarily be in. Post in those groups about anything. It could even be like, you know, like you can get these like crystal groups about like little like rose quartz and crystals and stuff like that. Like, I quite like crystals and things. So, but you might not be into it at all, but go in and post in it and be like, guys, what kind of crystal am I supposed to be getting for this? Like, I'm just getting into it all. fuck me, you'll get about 300 messages. Add them all. Anyone who likes, anyone who comments, add them all as a friend. Start conversations with them. Get in their inbox and be like, hey, I've just seen you commented on my post. It seems like a long process, but once you start these conversations, it snowballs. Get good at speaking to people. This is what when I spoke to Leanne in my first couple of months, I messaged her, I was like, what can I do? Because I'm really struggling to recruit. And she was like, right, if I can give you any advice, it is get good at speaking to people. Doesn't have to be messages. It could be in the school playground. It could be anything. Another thing I'm going to say is that I still need to sort out is business cards. So if you don't have any business cards, try and get some business cards at some point with your name on, fancy little background, put your Facebook on, put your Instagram on, and be like, put on what you do kind of thing, like network marketing, or earn cash from your phone, anything like that. And every time you do an order, every time you post something out to somebody, stick one in, put a couple of fragrance samples in, stick a card in. The fragrance things that I do where I post like first 5 people to comment, and first 5 people, to comment that fragrance, I'll get 5 free fragrances. So obviously I do spend a little bit of money on this, but it probably costs me if I do it along an order with someone else. So like now tonight I've got my Slim Body order to put through. I'll put all my fragrance samples from that on there. So I'm not paying any more postage. So it'll probably cost me about not even a tenner. Probably not even £8 probably to order all these samples for these 5 people. And all I do is send them those fragrances out in the post. And eventually when I've got my business cards, you'll put your business card in. And then I've had orders off the back of this. And generally, they order at least 2. I've not had a person come back to me from one of these yet and just order 1 fragrance. So it's definitely worth doing, guys. If you work at a school, for example, like my mum takes samples into the school and has like a little tray she printed off the fragrance list and just pops it in the staff room. She's had loads of sales from that. Network in the flesh. I know Katie and Jess have done like stalls that have been really successful. All these things, you can do whatever you want with this. This is your business. All right. So if anyone wants any more advice with like recruitment and stuff, I'm just a bit conscious because I'm running out of time. It's going very quickly tonight. I'm running out of time quick. So if anyone wants any more advice with this, just shout and we'll have a little look. We can have a look at your socials. If anybody wants a one-to-one call, Becky, you're excluded from this because I talk to you a million times a day, so screw you. So if anybody else apart from Becky wants a one-to-one, we can arrange it. I'll pop it in the diary. We'll arrange a date and we can do a video call if you want. Whatever you want to do, we can go through it. I can take a look at anybody's socials. We can see where we need to maybe like just change up things a little bit. Tony, I know I need to look at yours again tonight and message you, just to go through a few bits and just so that we can see it from a different perspective. Like I get Shah to look at mine all the time and be like, is there something I can change? Like I'm pretty routine with what I post and how I post, so that I've kind of got that where that's my balance now. So I know where I'm at each day. I know my routine. I know what fits with my life, and that's, it gets a bit easier. But it's finding that balance. So if it means that I can come in and have a look at your socials and be like, right, my advice to you would be change this a little bit more personal, post a bit more business, then that sometimes a fresh set of eyes works. So if anyone wants that, give me a little message afterwards and we'll arrange that. So shall we do the winner for the incentive? I'm so excited. I don't know how this is going to work because I've done it on my phone. So for anyone who don't know, I think everyone who's on here knows that I do a monthly incentive every single month. So I know last month Bex won the incentive for a £50 spa voucher. Jane won a little surprise gift and Jess won a Starbucks voucher, which I still need to send out. Jess, I'm sorry, I'm shit. So yeah. Oh, and Bex also won Adrena. So she's been a lucky girl. So if she wins this, she's on a roll. So with every month I do an incentive. So I'm going to do the winner for June's, which was £40 all for one voucher. So the all for one voucher, I don't know if everyone's heard of these or not, but you can literally pretty much spend them in any shop. So like Primark. I don't even know. Do I just shop at Primark now? Like, is that all I shop at? But yeah, so you can shop in loads of different places with it. It says it all on like where you can go like, oh, TK Maxx. You can shop at TK Maxx with it. There you go. So yeah, anyway, like that. So they're really good. They're a really good like little spend because you can go and like treat yourself to loads of different shops, you know, whatever. So the winner of this will be a £40 voucher, and as displayed by me, but yours will be personalised and it will have your name on it. So whoever wins will get a personalised tumbler. Bex is dying for this cup. Bex loves a cup. Right. Let's see if I've managed to keep it. Let's hope we don't have a duck race situation going on. I'm not doing a duck race, by the way. That were too much stress on the main call. It's not on that one. Right. So, then if you can see it properly, but all your names, all your entries. I spent ages typing them out earlier on, so I'm like, I'm just going to copy and paste it. So, are you ready? I feel really nervous. Why am I so nervous? Right, are you ready, guys? Drum roll, please. Oh, how long is it going to spin for? Beck!
No way! Is it really me again? Is it me? Ah! Oh no!
Guys, this is what you get, right? I'm not gonna lie. Becky works around. Not saying this that anybody else doesn't, but Becky, I'm not joking. She'll throw a dummy out in morning, and then by dinner time she's like, right, my head's every day, and by dinner time she's like, right, my head's back in game now, and she'll come back and be like, right, I've done 5 fat killers. I'm like, all right.
Oh, can you spin it again for a cup?
Tumbler, and you've won a 40 quid voucher to buy yourself a new bikini for Spa.
Look, I've got one.
Oh my god! Oh well, fucking hell, you'll have 2 now. You can have one for the keeping car.
You can spin it again if you want.
Well done.
Oh.
So I'm just going to screenshot that so that I'm going to put this in the call anyway. So I can't believe you just done that, you jammy cow. So the incentive for July. So because we are going for such a big team point, I am going to set quite a large incentive. So this is the biggest one I've done. So there will be a runner-up prize if we don't hit it. So there will still be an incentive to win if we don't hit it. But if we hit Amaranth this month, if we become Team Amaranth by the end of July, there will be £100 voucher. So you can have, I'm going to leave it up to you guys because I didn't know if to do a Spa voucher or I didn't know if to do a just another free for all, a 1 for all voucher. Because obviously I know £100 quite a lot of money. So if you would rather have it in a 1 for all voucher, I'm down with that. So obviously I will let you guys choose whoever wins it at the end of the month. If we get to Amaranth, then they will win a £100 voucher and a surprise gift box. So I'm not going to tell you what's going to be in this box at all. I'm not going to give you a clue. It's just going to be a mystery box that will be delivered to your house and it'll be a big surprise. Okay. So if we don't hit Amaranth, there will still 100% be an incentive to win. But I'm not going to tell you what that's going to be because we don't need it because we're going to be Team Amaranth and someone's going to win a £100 voucher. Woo-hoo. So yeah. So there is, obviously I'll put the details of it in the chat so I can share it throughout the month as well, like I normally would. But to be entered into this, you need to have a minimum of 6 recruits through the month and a minimum of 2,500 personal points. Now, these personal points can go across your account. So if you have an additional account or whatever, then you can add them up for that as a total. Because obviously, like I've got additional accounts and most of my personal points go through my additional account. So yeah. So those are the requirements. So at the end of the month, let me know if you've hit that. Keep track of your teams that you recruit. Keep track of your personal points. And then at the end of the month, obviously, I'll do what I've done now. I'll get everybody together. We'll do a little drum roll. I've loved doing it live, actually. I loved this. This was great. So yeah, so that is this month's incentive. So I am absolutely buzzing. The fact that I am in a position that if we hit Amaranth to be able to give you guys £100 voucher and a mystery box is so lovely to me. Like, it's such a nice feeling. Like, I don't have to do these incentives, guys. I don't have to do them, don't have to, but I love to do it because I feel like you all work your ass off and you all deserve to work towards something else as well as bonuses. And it's nice to get a gift that's not necessarily a fragrance or whatever. And obviously I always do the little incentives throughout the month as well, where you can win like little bits of FM stuff or a little diary or just surprise you with a little gift. So yeah, so it's all exciting this month. So let's go. Watch out every day for the little mini incentives that I'll pop in. I know I've popped one in this morning about if you sold 4 fat killers, you could either have a fat killer or a surprise gift. So if you haven't sold 4 fat killers yet, get the fuck off this call and go sell them. I'm not joking, guys. But yeah, so absolutely, I feel very fortunate that this business is growing to a point that I can do this for you guys. Like, and I want you guys to all be at a position where you feel like you can do this for your teams as well. And I think it's just nice, like, you guys do so much for me. So I just want to be able to give back. So yeah. And like, I love getting it. I love getting like my pea balloon, and like I got that, but I actually thought the bottle of gin was a drinks cup that I'd ordered. Didn't have a clue I was getting a bottle of gin. Not a clue. And then I opened it and I was like, Charlotte Key, is this from you? And she was like, no. So I was like, Leanne Rambit, is this from you? And she's like, yeah. So it was a nice little surprise to get a little bit of recognition as well. Well, I say a little bit of recognition, we get a lot of recognition, but yeah, it's lovely to receive a gift, isn't it? So yeah, like I say, if anybody wants any help in regards to looking at socials and things like that, give me a shout. I'll write this incentive up for the month and I'll put it in the team. Go on, Haley. Yes. 272 points, £30 commission. Freaking love that. Oh, do you want me to respin and do a cup? Do you want me to do
Yeah,
the?
you want so.
Do you want me to forfeit the cup? All right, guys.
I don't mind. Got the money.
You've got your
It'd be
back.
nice to have another winner apart from me.
Right, okay then. So this is for Bex. So Bex is gonna spin again. I've got literally like 2 minutes left, so whoever wins this gets a cup. If it's you again, I'm gonna take your fucking name out. Who's gonna win? Tracy! It's still Bex's team. That's amazing. So let Tracy know. I don't know if is she on the call?
No, she's at work. No, she's at work.
Oh, bless her. Well, that's amazing. So I will get her cup ordered for her. That's so nice of you, Bex. Thanks so much for that.
Welcome.
But yeah, guys, absolutely well done. Like, we are literally points away from team 12%, and it's what, day 4? Like, it's insane. We're getting quicker and quicker every month. So let's see if we can break records this month for getting Pearl Orchid, and then let's see if we can break records for Amaranth. Let's see if we can smash the shit out of the other 3 legs.
Crazy.
Right, guys, I am going to leave you to it because I'm going to get kicked off any second. So I hope you have a nice evening. Love a Teamy Tuesday, and I will speak to you all soon in the chat. Bye, guys.
Bye.